Have you ever wondered why your kidneys seem to weaken even though you eat healthy fruits every day? You wake up believing that an orange or a banana is doing your body good, that you're making smart choices. But what if I told you that the very fruits you trust could be silently pushing your kidneys toward failure? Every year, millions of people are told their creatinine levels are a little high, without realizing that by the time those numbers rise, half of their kidney function is already gone and the damage is often irreversible. This isn't just about diet. It's about a hidden danger most doctors never mention, the mineral overload inside certain fruits that turns healthy eating into a slow, silent threat. The same banana that's rich in potassium for the heart can actually trigger heart arrhythmias and fluid overload in someone whose kidneys are already struggling. And the scariest part? You won't feel a thing until it's almost too late. But here's the good news. There are specific fruits that do the exact opposite. Nature has given us 4 simple, powerful options that can lower creatinine, naturally reduce inflammation, and even help your kidneys recover their filtering power if you know how to use them the right way. So stay with me, because in the next few minutes I'm going to reveal the 4 scientifically proven fruits that protect your kidneys and the ones that may be silently destroying them even when the label says healthy. You see, most people think kidney failure happens overnight, that one morning you just wake up and your numbers are bad. But the truth is, it's been building quietly for years. Creatinine doesn't rise out of nowhere. It's the smoke signal of an internal fire that's been burning slowly inside your body. Every heartbeat, every meal, every sip of water, your kidneys are filtering, working around the clock to keep you alive. Now imagine your kidneys as 2 coffee filters. When they're new, water flows through easily, clear, pure, effortless. But as they clog, residue builds up, and that residue is creatinine. At first you feel perfectly fine. No pain, no warning signs. Yet deep inside, microscopic filters called nephrons are dying one by one. By the time your creatinine level rises enough to catch a doctor's attention, you've already lost nearly half of your kidney function. Half of your natural filtration power gone forever. That's why creatinine isn't just a lab number. It's a message your kidney's crying for help. According to the National Kidney Foundation, over 37 million Americans already have chronic kidney disease, and nearly 90% of them don't even know it. They keep living normally, unaware that each day adds another invisible burden to their kidneys. And here's the shocking part. It's not just about aging or medication. Sometimes the danger hides behind the very habits we think are healthy. Think about it. You could be eating fruits, exercising, staying hydrated, doing everything right, and still be quietly damaging your kidneys. Because certain foods that seem harmless can overload your system with potassium, phosphorus, and sugar far beyond what weakened kidneys can handle. That's the real paradox, good intentions meeting hidden science. But knowing this alone won't save your kidneys, because there's another silent factor hidden in everyday fruits that quietly accelerates kidney decline. And most people have no clue it's happening. Most people grew up believing that fruit is the ultimate symbol of health, nature's candy. Bright colors, vitamins, hydration. What could possibly go wrong? But here's where the story twists. For someone with declining kidney function, not all fruits are created equal. In fact, some of the most common healthy fruits can quietly overload your kidneys with minerals they can no longer clear. Let me tell you what I see in my practice almost every week. A patient walks in confused and frustrated. "Doctor, I eat clean. I don't smoke. I have fruit every morning. Why is my creatinine still going up?" They think they're doing everything right until we look deeper. Their breakfast: 2 bananas, a glass of orange juice, maybe a handful of melon. Sounds healthy, doesn't it? Yet in a body with weak kidney filtration, that single meal can push potassium to dangerous levels. Potassium is essential when your kidneys are healthy. It keeps your heart rhythm steady, your nerves firing, your muscles moving. But when kidney function drops, potassium becomes a silent threat. Excess potassium stays in the bloodstream like an electrical storm waiting to strike. One spike, one heartbeat too strong, and it can trigger life-threatening arrhythmias. Studies show that in advanced kidney disease, even a single high-potassium fruit can elevate risk within hours. And it's not just potassium. Phosphorus and natural sugars found in many fruits, even the ones labeled heart-healthy, add hidden stress. High phosphorus encourages calcium to deposit in your arteries, turning flexible vessels into brittle pipes. Meanwhile, fructose, the sugar found in fruit, fuels inflammation and oxidative stress inside kidney tissue. One study published in Diabetes Care found that people with kidney disease who consumed high-sugar fruits had a 28% faster decline in kidney filtration compared to those who chose low-sugar options. It's a cruel irony. The very foods marketed as healing can, in the wrong context, accelerate decline. That's why awareness matters. Because once you understand which fruits help and which harm, you can literally change the course of your kidney health in a single grocery trip. But hold on. This is where it gets even more interesting. Because while some fruits quietly drain your kidneys, others do the exact opposite. The next few might surprise you, especially the last one, which could hold the key to lowering creatinine naturally. Stay with me because this is where the healing begins. Now that you understand the silent danger hidden in healthy fruits, let's flip the script. Because not all fruits are the enemy. In fact, 4 of them have been scientifically proven to protect your kidneys, lower inflammation, and even stabilize creatinine levels naturally. They don't just avoid harm, they help your kidneys heal. And the first one is sitting right there in almost every kitchen. Let's start with apples. Simple, familiar, humble apples, the fruit most people overlook because it seems too ordinary. But when it comes to kidney protection, apples are extraordinary. Unlike high-potassium fruits, one medium apple contains only about 195 milligrams of potassium, low enough to be safe even for people with stage 3 or 4 chronic kidney disease. Yet that's just the beginning. Inside every apple peel hides a secret weapon called pectin, a soluble fiber that acts like a magnet for toxins and phosphorus in your intestines. Instead of forcing your kidneys to filter all that waste, pectin binds to it and carries it out through your stool. It's like giving your kidneys a backup filtration system. In a study published in the American Journal of Kidney Diseases, participants who consumed 25 to 30 grams of fruit fiber daily had 23% better phosphorus control compared to those on low-fiber diets. That's a real, measurable difference just from fiber. But fiber isn't the only hero here. Apple skins are rich in quercetin and chlorogenic acid, antioxidants that target the same inflammatory pathways that scar kidney tissue. Research from Free Radical Biology and Medicine found that apple polyphenols reduced inflammatory markers by up to 35% in people with kidney stress. The key is in the skin. Peel it off and you lose almost all of that protection. And here's something even more fascinating. Apples have a naturally low glycemic index around 30 to 40, which means they release sugar slowly without those sharp glucose spikes that damage kidney blood vessels. For anyone managing diabetes-related kidney disease, this is gold. A study following 12,000 adults over 8 years found that those who ate 1 apple a day had a 19% lower risk of developing chronic kidney disease. The more consistent the habit, the stronger the protection. So if you're looking for a simple daily ritual, make it this: 1 apple with the peel every single day. Morning or evening, it doesn't matter. Consistency is what counts. Think of it as your kidney's daily insurance policy. But don't go anywhere yet, because apples are just the beginning. The next fruit isn't just safe, it's a powerhouse. Tiny, deep blue, and packed with compounds so potent they can actually slow kidney aging at the cellular level. Let's talk about blueberries. Blueberries, small, beautiful, and deceptively powerful. They might look delicate, but inside these deep blue skins lies one of nature's most potent kidney protectors. I often call them the silent guardians of kidney health, because their power works quietly deep inside your cells, where inflammation and oxidative stress begin. Blueberries are incredibly low in potassium, just about 57 milligrams per half cup, and their phosphorus content is almost negligible. That means they're safe even for people with advanced kidney disease. But safety is only half the story. What makes blueberries so special is their concentration of anthocyanins, the natural pigments that give them their color. These compounds act like bodyguards for your nephrons, protecting them from inflammation and oxidative stress, which are 2 of the biggest drivers of kidney decline. A groundbreaking study published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that blueberry anthocyanins reduced kidney-damaging inflammatory cytokines by up to 47% in just weeks of regular intake. That's not just nutrition, that's therapy from nature. And these anthocyanins don't just float around in your bloodstream. They can actually cross the blood-kidney barrier, directly reaching the tissue that needs them most. Few antioxidants can do that. Now, I remember one of my patients, a retired teacher named Susan. She loved her morning smoothies, but struggled with rising creatinine levels. Instead of cutting fruits completely, we swapped out her bananas and melons for half a cup of blueberries 3 to 4 times a week. 6 months later, her kidney filtration rate had stabilized, no further decline. She told me, "Doctor, I feel like my body finally stopped fighting itself." And that's exactly what blueberries do. They calm that internal storm. There's more. Blueberries also improve insulin sensitivity, which means they help control blood sugar, a key factor in preventing diabetic kidney damage. A nutrition research study found that regular blueberry consumers had 23% better long-term blood sugar control compared to non-consumers. Even your heart benefits. Blueberries naturally boost nitric oxide production, helping blood vessels relax and lowering blood pressure by 4 to 6 millimeters of mercury. Small numbers, but big protection over time. For every 2-point drop in systolic pressure, kidney disease progression risk decreases by about 7%. The best part? You don't need fancy supplements or expensive powders. Fresh or frozen, they both work. Freezing doesn't destroy the anthocyanins. Just half a cup 3 to 5 times a week added to your yogurt, oatmeal, or eaten on their own can make a world of difference. And if you think blueberries are impressive, wait until you hear about the next one. A fruit that doesn't just protect your kidneys, but can actually repair damaged kidney cells by switching on your body's natural healing genes. Few people know this secret, but it's hidden in the deep red skin of one powerful fruit. Red grapes. Red grapes, elegant, sweet, and far more powerful than most people realize. They're not just good for your heart. They may hold one of the most overlooked secrets to kidney recovery. Inside their thin red or purple skins lives a compound called resveratrol, the same one that made red wine famous for its heart-protective effects. But here's what most people don't know. Resveratrol doesn't just protect your arteries, it helps your kidneys heal at the cellular level. When your kidneys are under attack from high blood pressure, diabetes, or inflammation, certain genes inside your cells go into defense mode. Resveratrol turns on a group of proteins called sirtuins, specifically one known as SIRT1, which helps your kidney cells repair DNA damage, reduce inflammation, and restore balance. Think of it as flipping your body's internal self-repair switch. Research published in Kidney International found that people with chronic kidney disease who consumed resveratrol, equivalent to eating a small serving of red grapes daily, improved their kidney function by 22% within 6 months. That's not a small improvement. It's a reversal in a condition most doctors call progressive and irreversible. But grapes do even more. Their polyphenols protect your blood vessels. And that's crucial because your kidneys are basically networks of microscopic blood vessels filtering waste. When those tiny vessels get stiff or damaged, filtration collapses. Grapes keep them flexible and strong, improving circulation and supporting hydration naturally. After all, grapes are about 84% water, making them a gentle way to help your body flush toxins without overloading your system. Still, there's a catch, and it's important. Grapes contain natural sugar, mainly glucose and fructose. Too much, and you can spike blood sugar and fuel more kidney stress. That's why portion size matters. A small handful, about 15 to 20 grapes, 2 to 3 times a week is enough to get therapeutic levels of resveratrol and antioxidants without the sugar overload. And always eat them with the skin on. That's where the magic lives. The darker the grape, the more powerful the protection. Deep purple or crimson varieties can contain up to 5 times more resveratrol than green grapes. I often tell my patients, color equals chemistry. The richer the color, the richer the defense. So the next time you crave something sweet, skip the processed snacks and reach for a small bunch of red or purple grapes. You'll be giving your kidneys a dose of rejuvenation, not punishment. But we're not done yet, because the final fruit in this healing lineup might be the most surprising of them all. It's tropical, golden, and often misunderstood. Yet its unique enzyme can break down inflammation and help lower creatinine levels naturally. Let's talk about the healing power of pineapple. Pineapple, bright, tropical, refreshing. Most people see it as a guilty pleasure, something you enjoy on vacation or in a smoothie. But what if I told you that pineapple might be one of the most kidney-friendly fruits on Earth? Among all tropical fruits, it stands out for 3 reasons. It's low in potassium, packed with healing enzymes, and acts as a gentle natural diuretic that helps your body flush out waste without stressing your kidneys. 1 cup of fresh pineapple contains only about 180 milligrams of potassium, less than half of what you'd get from a single banana. That makes it a safe, hydrating choice, even for people whose kidneys can't process minerals efficiently. But the real power of pineapple comes from a unique enzyme called bromelain. This compound, found mostly in the fruit's core, has remarkable anti-inflammatory and anti-fibrotic properties. It literally helps dissolve the proteins and inflammatory debris that clog kidney tissue, giving your body a chance to heal from within. A study in Biotechnology Research International showed that bromelain supplementation reduced inflammatory markers linked to kidney disease by up to 42%, while improving kidney function overall. Unlike medications that strain your kidneys while trying to fix them, bromelain works with your body, gently breaking down the buildup that drives scarring and filtration loss. When inflammation calms, your kidneys finally get room to breathe again. And here's something even more fascinating. Pineapple's natural vitamin C content, about 78 milligrams per cup, provides antioxidant armor that neutralizes the free radicals damaging kidney cells. Together, bromelain and vitamin C form a dynamic duo. One clears the battlefield, the other shields the cells from future attacks. There's also its natural diuretic effect. Pineapple encourages healthy, balanced urine flow, helping to eliminate toxins and excess fluids without the harsh side effects of pharmaceutical diuretics. You'll notice less swelling, less bloating, and often more consistent energy because your kidneys are no longer fighting against built-up waste. Just remember, fresh pineapple is key. The bromelain enzyme is destroyed during canning or pasteurization. So if you want the full therapeutic benefit, slice it yourself and include a bit of the fibrous core where bromelain is most concentrated. Half to 1 cup 2 or 3 times per week is more than enough to support recovery. So the next time you're craving something sweet and refreshing, skip the syrupy canned fruit. Reach for a bowl of fresh pineapple instead. It tastes like summer but works like medicine. And while these 4 fruits, apples, blueberries, red grapes and pineapple, can truly transform kidney health, there's still one more thing you need to know. Because choosing the right fruits is only half the battle. Knowing how to combine them, rotate them, and make them part of a kidney-safe lifestyle is what makes the real difference. Now that you know the 4 fruits that can protect and even help restore kidney function, let's talk about how to house them the right way. Because it's not just what you eat, it's how consistently you do it that determines whether your kidneys stay stable or continue to decline. The truth is, small daily habits can be more powerful than any medication when they're built with intention. Here's a simple system I give my own patients, a weekly rotation that keeps things fresh, balanced, and sustainable. Mondays and Thursdays are your apple days. 1 medium apple with the peel, eaten slowly, ideally with a meal. Tuesdays and Fridays are blueberry days. Half a cup, fresh or frozen, stirred into yogurt or oatmeal. Wednesdays, go for red or purple grapes, 15 to 20 pieces, always with the skin, preferably during lunch when blood sugar spikes less. And on weekends, treat yourself to fresh pineapple, half to 1 cup, chilled and ideally eaten raw to preserve its bromelain enzymes. By following this rotation, you give your kidneys a variety of antioxidants, fibers, and anti-inflammatory compounds without overwhelming them. You're not flooding your system, you're feeding it rhythmically, just like the body was designed to heal. And if you want to take it a step further, prepare in advance. Wash and slice your apples in lemon water to prevent browning. Portion your blueberries into small containers so they're grab-and-go ready. Cut fresh pineapple into airtight jars that last 3 days in the fridge. These tiny acts of preparation are what turn good intentions into real results. One of my patients, Mark, once told me, "Doctor, I used to think healing meant doing everything perfectly. Now I just do the right thing every day, even if it's small." 3 months later, his creatinine had dropped from 1.9 to 1.5. His energy was back, and he'd finally slept through the night without swelling in his legs. That's the power of consistency. And it starts with understanding what truly supports your kidneys. So, as you plan your meals this week, remember, protecting your kidneys doesn't mean avoiding everything you love. It means being strategic. Choose the fruits that give more than they take. Because with the right choices, your kidneys can stop declining and start recovering. When it comes to protecting your kidneys, remember this: food alone isn't the full story. These fruits are powerful tools, but they work best as part of a complete lifestyle designed to take pressure off your kidneys every single day. That means controlling sodium, moderating protein, staying hydrated without flooding your system, and managing blood sugar. Because every one of these habits influences how well your kidneys can filter waste. Think of it like this. Your kidneys are two tireless workers cleaning up the mess your body makes every second. When you overload them with salt, sugar, or processed protein, you're dumping twice the work on the same two people and then wondering why they're exhausted. But when you start supporting them with the right foods, enough rest, and steady hydration, those same kidneys can perform miracles. They can recover, stabilize, and sometimes even regenerate function you thought was gone forever. And here's what most people don't realize. Kidney disease isn't a sudden failure. It's a slow erosion of balance. The foods you eat, the stress you carry, the sleep you skip, they all add up. But so do the right choices. Every apple, every handful of blueberries, every cup of fresh pineapple is a quiet investment in your future. A message to your body that says, I'm on your side. Now, if you're already living with early-stage kidney disease, or you've been told your creatinine is creeping higher, don't panic, because understanding this information means you now hold the power to change your outcome. You can slow, stop, or even reverse the decline with small, steady daily actions. So here's your mission. Start with the 4 fruits: apples, blueberries, red grapes, and pineapple. Rotate them. Stay consistent and track how your body responds. Watch your swelling, your energy, your lab numbers. Healing doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen when you give your kidneys what they've been asking for all along. Rest, relief, and real nourishment. If you've made it this far, it means you truly care about your health, and that already sets you apart. Because most people wait until their kidneys fail before they start fighting back. But you're choosing to act before it's too late. And that's the difference between surviving and living. The truth is your kidneys aren't fragile. They're resilient. They've carried you through years of stress, dehydration, medications, late nights, and poor food choices. And yet they're still trying to protect you. They just need you to meet them halfway. Every time you choose clean water over soda, an apple over chips, a handful of blueberries over dessert, you're giving your kidneys the break they've been begging for. Healing doesn't happen through perfection. It happens through consistency. So here's my challenge for you. Start your 7-day kidney reset. For just 1 week, rotate the 4 fruits, apples, blueberries, red grapes, and pineapple, and see how your body responds. Take note of your energy, your focus, even your mood. You'll be amazed how quickly your body begins to thank you when you start listening to it. Remember, kidney health isn't just about avoiding failure. It's about reclaiming freedom. Every small choice, every mindful bite, every act of care brings you closer to a life where your body works with you, not against you. You are never powerless. No matter what your lab results say, there is always something you can do today to protect your kidneys and restore balance to your body.